Good morning, IHSA football family. How you guys doing? Sorry for... Hopefully this video works and everything is working right now. My name is Coach Big Pete, publisher of DeepDishFootball.com and Deep Dish Football. Follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And again, my email is CoachBigPeteFP@gmail.com. If you have any questions to be asked, feel free to ask. Also, again, this is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month in September. I'm raising money for St. Jude's. Please take a look. If you like my work, feel free to leave a donation to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. The donations thing is on the video, and I'll put it. This will be on the YouTube video too. I will put it in the description as well. It's a great organization, the St. Jude's Children's Hospital. They do a wonderful job, and again, they try to help out a lot of families. Please check it out, St. Jude's Children's Hospital, as this month is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. Again, my name is Peter Leinweber, aka Coach Big Pete, publisher of Deep Dish Football and DeepDishFootball.com. Make sure you follow Deep Dish Football and Coach Big Pete on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So, we are into week 3. So, we had some big scores, we had some upsets, and we still don't know what's going on. I think for most of the small schools, we have a good idea. For most of the big schools, there's still some questions. This is going to be, again, just an absolutely crazy season in the IHSA. I have no doubt about that. It's just going to be pure chaos. So, let's get started. And I have to bring up that I got one game of the week wrong. They changed it on me. St. Edward's could not play St. Francis, so St. Francis had to take on Prospect. I do apologize for that. I should have corrected myself on that one. I do apologize for that. So, let's get started, shall we? Let me check one thing first. Make sure everything is correct. That looks good. Good. All right, so here we go. First game, Streeter beats Herscher in a big battle. Big battle. Streeter comes back from a huge point deficit in the second half as they beat Herscher. Streeter is 3-0. Let me repeat that. Streeter is 3-0. I am completely shocked. The player of the night in the state of Illinois is Streeter's athlete wide receiver, Anifi Ford. He had 3 touchdowns, 280 yards receiving. 3 touchdowns, 280 yards receiving. He had a hell of a night as Streeter beats Herscher. Congratulations to Anifi Ford of Streeter, as he's the player of the night in the state of Illinois. All right, so after that, we get into the regular games. Mama Hoot Seymour beats Mount Zion in a great game for Mama Hoot Seymour. Congratulations to Coach Atkins and the Bulldogs as they pull off the big win in Apollo. Many people saw that as the championship game in Apollo after week 3, but congratulations to them as they get the big win. And also Lincoln lost to they're 2-1 now, but hopefully they can bounce back. Deep Dish Football game of the week. Reed Custer beats Lyle 42-14. Reed Custer, I have 2 players in the night for that game. One is Cassim. He had 2 touchdowns. The other one is Jace Christian. He had 3 touchdowns, but he was unbelievable on defense. It was a good game going into the second quarter, and then we got into the third quarter. Lyle just they slowed down. Reed Custer sped up, and they they killed it. And Reed Custer looks really good. But the problem with Reed Custer is that there's a lot of mental mistakes made yesterday. They're that good, but we'll see what happens when they start taking on a Wilmington team. It's going to be there's going to be some good games in Illinois Central 8, no doubt about that. And I'll get into the Piatone game as well. A big game for Piatone as well. Genoa Kingston beats North Boone. I don't think that was much of a surprise. I had that as the game of my week, but I liked what Genoa Kingston and that offensive line have to offer. Next one, Normal West beats Champaign Central, shutting them out. Champaign Centennial. Congratulations to Normal West. Champaign Centennial is now 2-1. Champaign Centennial, again, I thought this was a proving grounds game. They ended up losing the game to Normal West. We'll see what happens in week 4 with Champaign Centennial. Rochester wins the Leonard Bowl. Congratulations to Derek Leonard as they beat Sacred Heart Griffin. They bounced back after a tough loss. Well, not tough loss, basically a blowout to Loyola Academy. Well deserved to Rochester and Coach Leonard. They needed that big win, and they got the big win against Sacred Heart Griffin. And the Leonard Bowl goes to Derek Leonard. And Rochester's Hank Betty put up some magical numbers against Sacred Heart Griffin. All right. The next big game, and this was a big game. I didn't expect this, but I had it as the game of the week. Johnston City beats Fairfield. Todd Thomas is your coach of the night. Pumpkin Spice Donut Award winner for Week 3 in the state of Illinois / IHSA. Congratulations to Todd Thomas as Johnston City hands Fairfield its first loss. I think it's in over 2 years. 3 years, but congratulations, the regular season loss. Congratulations to Johnston City as they get a big win in the Black Diamond Conference against Fairfield. I do not have that score. I should have checked that score. I forgot one game. Glenbar North beats Geneva. Glenbar North, ladies and gentlemen, is 3-0. Glenbar North, I will repeat that, is 3-0. Geneva's 2-1. Tough fought game by Geneva, but congratulations to Glenbar North as Glenbar North wins the game. Again, they put some big offensive numbers, some big rushing numbers against Geneva. Glenbar North, what more can you say? They're the darlings of the Duquesne Conference. No one really saw it coming, and it happened. Congratulations to Glenbar North. Big win, big upset. I don't think a lot of people saw this. I didn't see this, especially talking onto my show, the DuPage Run and Shoot show. With my co-host Patrick Cotto. He didn't see it either. Wheaton Warrenville South beats St. Charles North. Sean Norris gets his big win against St. Charles North as Wheaton Warrenville South gets the win in the Duquesne Conference. Again, they had a tough loss in week 2 to Nequa Valley. This is a big first conference win against St. Charles North. Congratulations to Sean Norris and those Wheaton Warren South Tigers. Batavia beats Wheaton North in overtime. Batavia again. I said it before, and I said it, and I'll say it again. Wheaton North is a great team. Batavia is a better team. I said that, and again, DuPage Run and Shoot show. Batavia's just too much, and their young quarterback, their defense, their groups of running backs. And what makes them more deadlier this season is basically the speed of their offensive linemen. Because the group of offensive linemen in Batavia, they're fast. They're really fast. So congratulations to Batavia as they beat Wheaton North in overtime. And they're looking like the big dogs in the Duquesne, no doubt about that. Cary Grove beats Crystal Lake Central in steady fashion. Abrams, I believe he had 2 sacks and a touchdown. Congratulations to Cary Grove on the big win over Crystal Lake Central. Wilmington beats Coal City in a nice little struggle in a small scoring game. Wilmington, congratulations on a big win over Coal City. Wilmington's looking pretty right now, but they got some big teams in that conference that they look as good as challengers too. Streeter, Reed Custer, and Mantino are also Piatone are also undefeated. So definitely, it's going to be a very interesting season in the Illinois Central 8. Sycamore beats Kaneland. Congratulations to Sycamore. I don't think that I don't think that was much of a big surprise. I really thought that Sycamore was the stronger team entering that contest. And Kaneland, again, it's basically back to the drawing board. But they're a good team, and I think Kaneland's going to make the playoffs. And definitely Corey Phillips is one of those players to watch. St. Francis, we're supposed to play St. Edward, but they ended up playing Prospect. Then they won by a touchdown. Alicio, their quarterback from Wheaton St. Francis, had a great game against Prospect, almost 300 yards. Congratulations to him. He's warming up for the St. Francis Spartans. He's a sophomore quarterback. Probably going to be one of the best quarterbacks in the state of Illinois when all is said and done. Congratulations to St. Francis over the big win over Prospect, as the St. Edward game didn't happen because St. Edward had to, I think, forfeit the game. Libertyville beats Lake Zurich. Libertyville. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm shocked. I was a little bit shocked by this score. I talked a lot about Libertyville, but Libertyville, geez, they're going to be a team. And again, I mentioned it before, great offensive lines get the W's, and Libertyville has got a very, very underrated offensive line. And they beat a tough team in Lake Zurich. They're looking unbelievable. To me, again, we talk about Libertyville, Van Bornering. I think, hopefully I don't mess up the last name, Friedman. Libertyville is looking great. And we look at that conference. Stevenson just lost to Lake Forest. Libertyville, they could be the second. Libertyville honestly has a shot at being the second best team in that conference, next to Warren Township. So again, big shout out to Libertyville with the big win. Dupac beats Fulton. Again, Dupac looks like the real deal. Lena Winslow beats Galena. Not shocked by the Dupac score. A little bit shocked by Lena Winslow versus Galena score. Again, NUIC, I see again. It looks like it's starting to look like a 2-horse race with that. Princeton beats Hull big time. Congratulations to Princeton on another big win. Princeton, again, looks good. And they graduated one of their top players last summer. So congratulations to Princeton on that win. South Elgin beats Glenbard South in a pretty one-sided score. Congratulations to South Elgin. Glenbard South back to the drawing board. Again, Glenbard South still looks really good. I'm telling you that right now. Big game. Marmion Academy beats Montini. Am I shocked by the score? No. For me, people were overrating Montini. And that's one of the main problems with teams. And we talk about it. We can talk about all the summer articles, all the showcase articles, all that stuff about the recruits and all that other stuff. And I'm also to blame too. And we talk about the kids and we say, oh, they're great. Look at what he did in the showcase. Oh, that team's going to be good. And what happens when you have to put the pads on and you have to go onto the field? You go against the team that acts like a team and a player that's not out just to be recruited and all that other stuff. Again, the main thing was, and we talked about this before, there's a bunch of teams that have the talent to win an IHSA state title, but they don't work as a team. They work out as the individual. They only care about the recruiting. And this has been going on for decades now. Decades of when a team acts like a team and they have a winning attitude and they respect each other and there's no divas, you're going to win games and you're going to get into the playoffs and you have a shot to IHSA title. When you have divas, when you have team chemistry problems, this is what happens. And again, I'm not saying this about Montini. There's a bunch of other schools like this that there's a lot of big name recruits and all this other stuff, and They all fell in love with the summer articles about them on 7-on-7 and Showcase, and look what happens. Again, this season, for the fall, every football season, the one thing always remains, the truth always remains. It's about the team and not the individual. That's just the truth. All right. So, St. Rita versus Loyola is this Saturday, today, actually. Barrington beats New Trier. Congratulations to Barrington High School over the big win over New Trier. Congratulations to Coach Sanchez. Congratulations to those Barrington Broncos on a big win over New Trier. New Trier, again, they are still really good. I think this is just a little bit of a roadblock, and definitely keep an eye out for the next week. Another game next week against Loyola Academy, so it's going to be a big game. Lockport beats Bradley Bourbonnais, steady fashion. Downers Grove North beats DGS. I'll repeat that again. Downers Grove North beats Downers Grove South. DGN 3-0. DGS is 0-3. DGN... Coach Sereni's got that team playing at top-notch level. And I believe they play York. And York is 3-0 too. So you got the battle 2 3-0 teams. Definitely a game to check out as DJ. It's I said last week it was time to panic. Now it's time to be really, really scared. Because everyone thought DGS. I thought DGS was going to have a great season. I thought DGS was going to be unbelievable this season, and we just one of the predictions that all of the media members got wrong. Definitely got wrong. Bolingbrook beats Lincoln Way East in a pretty good game. Bolingbrook again. Coach Ivo 3-0. Congratulations to Bolingbrook on the big 3-0. We slept on Bolingbrook, all of us did, no doubt about that. I talked about Lake Forest being Stevenson. Nico Valley beats St. Mary's in St. Louis. Wabanzi Valley wins as well. Again, I think it's Shaker Heights. Naperville Central, Naperville North both lose out of state as well. Glenbard West beats OPRF 60-20. Nazareth is 0-3, loses to Marist. Buffalo Grove wins. Piatone beats Mantino. Congratulations to Piatone and Coach Tully. As Coach Tully and Piatone are 3-0, congratulations. Big shout out to Piatone football. And again, that Illinois Central 8 conference is looking really interesting. Again, very interesting. Providence Catholic beats Fenwick by a point. Big shout out to Providence Catholic with the big win over Fenwick. I don't think a lot of people saw that coming, especially after Providence Catholic's big loss in the second week. But big shout out to them. Lincoln loses to Jerseyville. Nokomis wins again. Willowbrook finally won as well. Hinsdale South also won. Congratulations to Hinsdale South on their first win. Hinsdale Central won big as well. Aurora Christian beat Westmont. What else? I gotta find out one score. It's gonna kill me. Hopefully I don't get bounced out from this video. I'm going to check it right now. Let me see. Glenwood beats Jacksonville 35-28. So, congratulations to Glenwood over the big win over Jacksonville. And again, Glenwood is back on the tracks. Congratulations to Glenwood High School and Glenwood football on a big win over Jacksonville. They deserve it. I believe we had 9, 10, I think we had 11 teams canceled this week, but it is what it is. Again, this COVID's going to be a major league pain in the ass. So, yeah, Glenwood beats Jacksonville. Cary Grove, what more can you say about Cary Grove? Cary Grove is looking good. I think a lot of people thought that there was going to be a lot of upsets from last spring in the Fox Valley Conference, but Cary Grove is the real deal. And I think we should be talking more about Cary Grove as well. Prairie Ridge won, Burlington Central won, Clifton Central won. My team, Ottawa Marquette, who I thought was going to be good, lost to Dare Mackinac Creek. Fisher won as well, Fisher High School. So congratulations to Fisher on that big win as well. Yeah, so that is about it. East St. Louis lost to St. John Bosco of California. Again, I got a lot of emails. Well, Illinois football is still good. Illinois football is not California football. Please understand it. Illinois is not a football state. East St. Louis, and I got a lot of, well, East St. Louis wasn't that good. East St. Louis is really good. Again, Illinois is not a football state. This is St. John Bosco, one of the most prestigious programs in the football history in the United States of America. Trust me when I say this. Everyone had St. John Bosco over East St. Louis. I thought it was going to be an interesting game, but it didn't turn out to be an interesting game. It turned out to be a blowout. But big shout out to East St. Louis for putting them on the schedule. You got to give them a shout out, especially Coach Sunken for his ability to schedule that game. And they got a game later this year against IMG Academy. So big shout out to East St. Louis for scheduling those tough games. But again, I still consider East St. Louis one of the best teams in the state of Illinois, along with Loyola Academy. And everyone's like, well, Loyola Academy beat Rochester. Rochester's not that good this season. Are you effing crazy? Look what happened. Rochester beat Sacred Heart Griffin. Rochester is a good team as well, so I don't know why people are talking about it. IC beats the brakes off of Elmwood Park. Congratulations to IC. But IC to me looks like a 2A beast to me. I think 1A is, we don't really understand the race yet. 3A, I think we have a pretty good idea of the race. A lot of people, again, overrated Montini. A lot of people underrated Wilmington. And Wilmington looks like a big team. Wilmington, they beat Coal City. They beat Bishop Mac. I don't know what more to say about Wilmington. Wilmington's the real deal. We definitely need to talk more about Wilmington, no doubt about that. Reed Custer, to me, basically said we're a big dog team. So did Streeter, and so did Piatone last night. No doubt about that either. I think Lyle can bounce back from the tough loss to Reed Custer. They got a tough game coming up as well, as they take on a tough Streeter team. I talked about that before. In the Central State 8, right now, again, Rochester's the leading dog, no doubt about that. In the Black Diamond Conference, we'll see. I really like my surprise team that I think I had was Carmen White. Don't sleep on Carmen White. But we'll see what happens. It should be an interesting week for week 4. Start nominating your game for Deep and use the hashtag Deep Dish Football. Come see our game. I'll put the hashtag on the bottom. Start the nominations now. And again, follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. My email is coachbigpete@fp@gmail.com. Just a quick reminder this week, for Deep Dish Football Game of the Week, I'm probably going to have to release a lot of articles on one day. This week is going to be another tough week. You get a lot of work and issues where I can't film. But nominate your game for Deep Dish Football Game of the Week. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Again, my email is coachbigpete@gmail.com. And that is it. Some college football. Bears play tomorrow night against the St. Louis Rams. Should be an interesting game, especially for Andy Dalton at quarterback. A big shout out to the Bears for signing Perryman, the wide receiver, free agent. I think that's going to be a great decoy for the Chicago Bears in their passing attack, as he could break coverages and they're going to try to put 2 guys on him. No doubt about that, especially if he hits out if he's in the slot. So big shout out to the Chicago Bears. They get a decoy, and I can't wait till when Justin Fields starts. So let's go Bears for tomorrow. And that is about it. Sunday conclusion video and article coming out tomorrow. Players and coaches, make sure I have your stats, especially players. Make sure I have your stats and game film. Coaches, make sure I have your game film. Again, I sent out my first things of scouting notes to college coaches this morning. I'm sending out my second thing tomorrow morning. Make sure I have game film and stats around the state of Illinois from 1A to 8A. And again, my email is coachbigpete@fp@gmail.com. And again, if you like my work, feel free to leave a donation. This month is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. That's why you see the yellow ribbons and the whole shebang. Leave a donation at St. Jude's Children's Hospital. The donation tab is in this video. Be sure to check it out. Thank you guys so much for joining me on Breakfast with Coach Big Pete. I got my lovely coffee right here. And thank you guys so much. And have a lovely morning.